Hey everybody, it's Deborah from PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching today's video. Today's video is called Excessive Grooming in Cats. Why is my cat over grooming? Now, cats do generally groom themselves up to 50% of their waking hours. It's normal for your cat to be grooming a lot, but if it's becoming excessive, there might be a reason, and it could be a serious health issue that is causing it. So in today's video, we're going to talk about 4 of the most common reasons why your cat might be grooming excessively. So let's go ahead and get started in today's video. If you have been here before, you have seen my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com. We're going to use this article called Excessive Grooming in Cats to guide us through today's video. I am going to give you a link to this article in the description box, and I'm also going to give you the links to everything we talk about within the video. Everything will be in the description box, including a couple more resources that are going to help you with your cat, especially if you suspect your cat might be doing this because they're stressed out or anxious, okay? Now, like I said, cats spend an enormous time of grooming themselves. They can do it up to 50% of their waking hours, but excessive grooming can cause your cat to suffer from too many hairballs. It can also be a symptom of various health conditions. Now, let's talk about, first of all, what is cat grooming? Cats can spend up to 50% of their waking hours grooming themselves. The grooming removes hair, parasites, and dirt from the cat's coat. It also helps to stimulate oil production, which helps keep their skin healthy and makes their fur silky and soft and shiny. Kittens actually learn how to groom themselves by copying their mother, and most kittens are grooming themselves by the time they're weaned from their mother. You might be surprised to learn that cats don't sweat or pant to cool themselves. They lick themselves instead, which spreads saliva on their fur, and when the saliva evaporates, it helps to cool the cat. It's the same concept as when we get out of the tub or the swimming pool and we're freezing until we dry off. That's because your body heat is being used to evaporate the water, and that's the concept of how cats use grooming or licking themselves as a way to cool themselves off. So be aware of that as well. Now, reasons for over-grooming, cat over-grooming. You should always let your veterinarian know whenever your cat is doing anything obsessively or excessively, including grooming. Your vet really is your best resource for trying to figure out why your cat is grooming so much. And because it can be a symptom of a health problem, it's really important to keep your vet in the loop, not as a last resort, but as a first phone call, okay? Because it can be pretty serious. And, you know, like I said, anytime your cat's daily activities change, if their behavior changes, especially if it's sudden or drastic, you should always call the vet. The first common reason your cat might be over-grooming is allergies. Your cat's skin can become irritated by food allergies, environmental allergies, and flea allergies. If it's flea season and your cat is licking a lot, you might try getting flea protection like Advantage. I'll give you a link to it in the description box. Please don't try, flea bombs and baths and all that. Your best bet is a product like Advantage Flea Control. It gets rid of the fleas immediately and keeps them from coming back. Food allergies can cause itchy skin as well, and environmental allergies can be caused by things like poison ivy, weeds, or pollen. If you have a cat that goes outside, they might be allergic to something like that. The second reason is if they have pain or an injury. Cats may excessively lick themselves if they are experiencing pain or discomfort. A good sign of this is if the cat is licking excessively in one particular area. To give you a couple of examples, urinary tract infections are common in cats, so they may be licking the genital area because there's pain with a urinary tract infection. An older cat might be suffering from joint pain or arthritis, and they might be licking that area because they're trying to alleviate the pain, right? So just keep in mind, always take a look at your cat, make sure they're not injured, see if they might be exhibiting pain, and again, keep your vet in the loop on this, especially if your cat is licking one particular area. The third reason is boredom. Cats who don't get enough exercise or mental stimulation can become bored and begin excessively grooming themselves. Cat over-grooming is especially common in indoor cats. Make sure your cat has enough to do. You should provide a variety of toys. I'm going to give you links to these things. Some cat toys. I'm going to give you links to interactive toys, which, entertain the cat without you having to be involved. Get them a scratching post, and also get them either a perch or a cat treat. Cats really like to be high up, and if your cat is suffering from stress or anxiety of any kind, a cat treat can really help because they get high up because they want to hide. Okay, you have to remember that cats are prey in the wild, so they want to be up high and out of sight, and they just enjoy climbing as well. So I'm going to give you the links to these things. Make sure that your cat has enough to do, especially if you have an indoor cat. Keep in mind, if you have an indoor cat, you should be playing with your cat at least 15 minutes about 3 times a day, okay? The fourth reason is stress or anxiety. Some believe that cats licking themselves releases endorphins that is probably helping them relieve their stress or anxiety. Compulsive grooming, known as psychogenic alopecia can be triggered by big changes such as moving, adding a new pet, a new person moves in the house, maybe you bring a new baby home. These sorts of things, big changes, can really stress a cat out, but you might be surprised at the little things that can stress a cat out. I'm going to give you a link in the description box to my video, 10 things that stress your cat out, and I think that you're going to be probably surprised at what some of those things are. So if your cat is licking excessively, go through this list that we've talked about, watch that video about 10 things that stress your cat out, and then try to make accommodations for your cat based on what we've talked about and see if it improves. If it does not improve, definitely call your vet and see if you can get to the bottom of it, okay? Also, be patient with your cat. Cats grooming themselves should never be punished. This will just make it worse. Punishing your cat is only going to make your cat more anxious, more stressed out, afraid of you. Be patient with your cat and use the tips discussed in this article, plus the help of your veterinarian, to find out the reason for the excessive grooming. And also remember that excessive grooming, regardless of what the reason is, it can become a habit for your cat. So even once you get whatever the issue is resolved, it might take about a month for your cat to actually stop doing that because he's just now in the habit of it. Also realize that if your cat has lost fur because they were licking so much, it's going to take a while for that fur to grow back. But if they are licking to the point that they're licking their fur off, again, your first call needs to be to the vet. Your vet needs to become aware of that, and then you can begin to try some of these other things in conjunction with whatever your vet recommends. By the way, if your cat is also grooming you, I'm going to give you a link to my video, Why Do Cats Lick People? And hopefully that will help if your cat is also licking you excessively. I'm also going to give you a link in the description box to go ahead and sign up for a free guide on stopping bad cat behavior. It's a nice little ebook. It goes over several behavior issues with cats. I find it helpful. And when you sign up for that you're also signing up for my cat lovers email list. And when you're on that list, you will get an email from peoplelovinganimals.com about once a week or so, and it will be all about cats. It'll be about care and health and training of cats. I think that you'll find it useful, and if at any time you don't, you can always unsubscribe. So I'm going to give you that free gift of that little ebook on stopping bad cat behavior as a free gift for subscribing to my cat lovers email list. Just as an aside, if you feel like you need help with cat training, if you're having troubles with behavioral issues with your cat, I'm going to make a recommendation for you. It's called the Complete Cat Training Guide. It's put out by kingdomofpets.com. It is also an ebook, and it goes over 25 common cat behavioral issues, and it has step-by-step instructions on how to solve it. It's quite useful. It is $37, and it comes with a money-back guarantee. So I'm going to give you a link to go ahead and check that out if you feel like you're having some behavioral issues with your cat. Couple more things before we go. I donate to animal charities. I do peoplelovinganimals.com as my job, and I donate 10% of all of the commissions that I earn on the website and also on this YouTube channel to animal charities. And if you go to the homepage of my website, peoplelovinganimals.com, you will see a list of the animal charities that I donate to. So again, I want to thank you so much for spending the time with me today. I hope that the video was helpful. If it was, please go ahead and give it a like. It really helps YouTubers when you do that. And I'm asking you to please go ahead and share my channel with your friends and family who have a dog or a cat, because they may benefit from some of the videos on this YouTube channel as well. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love to have you on board as a subscriber. So again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Deborah, and my website is peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.